it's Calvin here, and hope you are doing exceptionally well. Yes, this lighting is flattering. I look like I have a tan. It's quite nice. Looks like I've had a few sessions in the can tan. Anyway, moving along. Today we're going to be chatting about the development and progression of where music has taken me. And the reason why I speak about music is because you got to understand. When I was born, I was brought home. My older brother, he he sadly left us a few years ago. But the day I was born, they wouldn't allow him into the maternity ward, so he snuck up on there goes the lighting. He snuck up on the side of the hospital window and peered through it and saw me there and just fell in love with me from that day forward, and I him. And I was blessed because I was born into this world with so much love. And for the people out there that haven't been born in this world, starting out with love, I'm so sorry for you. I truly do. I'm actually holding back fucking tears right now because I don't think people understand this, but a lot of people that are interacting with me, a lot of people I'm interacting with, from famous people down to people with normal office jobs to people that I'm working with in my private life and out of my private life, is that even though it's so small and developing, I can see that it's all about humanity. The angels are considered a race, and it's not that you have angels that are black and white and Hispanic and Canadian and English, British, sorry, and you don't have Indian and Taiwanese and Japanese, and no, they're a race. They're one race. And if you read anything about angels, is that how they are not superior to us, but they are in a way, because they are superior to our life in this world, because they live in the presence of God. It's something we can't fathom or imagine. But at the same time, is that they are brothers and sisters in arms, and we all live under the light of God. That's what it is. And it's very crazy when you stop seeing this as a Walt Disney fairy tale, and considering Walt Disney was an FBI informant. Did you know that? Yeah, just by the way. And also I think deemed satanic. I don't know. Whatever, Walt. And so the thing is, Walter White would have smoked him. So the thing is that it boils down to these small facts, and it boils down to these simple things that you never walk alone. The love you consider human love it's our goal in this world, definitely. But understand, the greatest gift is to love, not to be loved. And it's the hardest thing I have come to learn. If I think about it over the last, what's it, 15 years? Yo, it's a long time. Minus the time I've been with Rochelle, so what's that, 2 odd years, So let's call it, 13 years. I have just projected love, and there's something I've always been complimented with, and from my best buddies, from the days of being an early rep, and one of my best friends, Peter Jocelyn, saying to me, like, your greatest asset is passion, down to my reps, throughout. That's what it is, through to my clients, through to just loved ones, just you name it. Passion's been my greatest trait, and I think you can see that. And I sit here every day, and I'm no big numbers or hits on this, nah. But with passion, I will talk to you every day, and with passion, I pray that you reciprocate that respect that I'm showing you, because if anything, if I can save you from a tear, a heartache, or acting like the typical expectation of you as a person, which is to be aggressive, to have a fuck you attitude, to step on anyone to get where you're going, and then to try and be a nice person, and then amongst this, to be stopped at a robot and someone wants to wash a window, and we've all been there. I've chased one of those guys. That was the old me. And, my BMW had just been washed and fucker chuck dirty windscreen water on. I mean, who does that? But, but the thing is that, it, it, it gets to the point where you realize that that's how human beings will change. I've come to learn this, hey, and that's why I keep smiling. Please understand that, because I've learned things now that are just so much bigger than us. It's not about our opinion anymore, about who we think we are with all our wisdom. I love that, eh? You notice that people with certain beliefs and outlooks and stuff like that will be very aggressive and passionate about their outlooks and about who they are, and what they believe in. And to me, that's quite extraordinary, considering we've only been on this earth for short duration of time, and we've got this unadulterated mentality. But when you tap into a source that is bigger than you, understand that this is not about a varsity, and I have no grudge against a university student. No, you are going to further yourself. You are looking to achieve and set up a career for your family, and you're chasing a passion. That might be the case. I do not begrudge you that. You are very blessed in actuality from a monetary world to be afforded that by your parents or grandparents, uncles, aunts, love, or whoever, bursary, whatever it might be. So respect that gift. That's an opportunity. But at the same time, is that go somewhere to learn something. Don't go somewhere to become something, because then you lose who you are. Understand that. If you become a product of something, that, as we know, it's no secret anymore. Universities are a carbon copy of one another. That's what you do. They boast about their individuality, but you're not that. You're a carbon copy of the person who sat in your seat the year before. That's what it is, until you finished your degree. A new batch came in, just like high school. Were the people in high school in grade 6, what is it, grade 6? Yeah, grade 6, what's in 6? Grade 8, fuck, sorry. Grade 8, old school. In grade 8, you hit your first day of high school, what, were you the first standard 6s or grade 8s to learn about whatever the fuck we learned about in grade 8? And no. When you went to grade 9, well, what was after? Same thing in your job. You knew your job, you brilliant, you got hired, you went through this recruiting process of rigorous interviews and strenuous times and new outfits and spruced up looks, and because you filled someone else's seat that was already created with a job description. Not you come in there and do your best. No. Can you conform? Can you fit into our company? Are you a part of our integrated structures? Are you part of our integral marketing strat? Are you part of the company's forward and four goals and four shit? And no, you are you. And the day you just start to concentrate more on your soul rather than your body is at the day that you start to understand what I am saying. The greatest thing I've achieved to date was taking control of my mind and acknowledging and understanding and opening my mind. Because you can't open your mind if you don't even have control over it. To see things that you have no fucking idea of. You could not even fathom. Not felt or read in a book. Seen. Lived. That's why I do not waste your time with subliminal imagery. No. I do not insult your intellect with sitting here and shouting at you. No. Or putting some little block up on the side of the screen. Please donate. Nothing. I'm here because I love human beings. And I am a child of God. I walk with angels and I walk in the light. However you want to deem that, you deem that. You believe you're going to die and come back as a fucking oak tree. Thank you. Because if it wasn't for your predecessors, you would never, ever have confirmed the resurrection of Christ. Because if you actually do a little bit of history into this, for all of those out you that go, it's not proven, it actually is. Yeah, maybe we should get more affair with current affairs and current developments and the atheists of the time when Jesus Christ walked this earth completely proved that Jesus Christ walked this earth, was crucified and resurrected. Then there were still 512 separate other accounts, among others. Nothing in our history, in the pages of time, nothing. Not even the shit on Adolf Hitler is that transparent, that supported and that backed up. And he was an evil man. He was a Rothschild. He was also speculated. He was bad. And of course, as how the rule works, don't you get this? I mean, fuck, don't you get this? No matter how far bad and evil go, and no matter how far they go, the day you realize what lives in you and what you are capable of, you will be able to take the world away and turn it back around into good just by sheer thought. It's beautiful. And I pray that you find your beauty and that you see that if someone walks up to you and agrees to you with aggression, that retaliating with aggression will only lead to more aggression. So, ergo, if someone walks up to you and greets you with aggression, and you show them love, imagine that conversation. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to start, but once you set the precedent as to who you are, remember, evil, quick reward, good, time, building the house, taking the time to concentrate on it. Who do you want to be and how do you want to be? This is a choice and a thought I leave with you. With all the love in the world.